In 1 month, everybody, we will celebrate the 50th anniversary of NASA astronauts landing and walking on the moon. The year was 1969. Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin were two of the three on board the Apollo 11. Both were the first people to take those famous steps.
One small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
Here's time-lapse video of the astronauts taking out that American flag and planting it on the moon's surface. An image we will never forget, an iconic moment in our country's history. Alrighty, everybody, thanks for joining us this morning. We have NASA scientist Barbara Cohen, who is joining us this morning. Barbara, it is great to see you. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Britt.
Alrighty, so NASA is celebrating the first moon landing anniversary by collecting people's memories, I'm told, of the event and holding some special events of your own. So we just want to let our viewers know how they can participate.
We would love for your viewers to participate. Of course, those first two people who took the steps on the moon, they were just two of many, many people who participated in Apollo. There were thousands of NASA scientists and engineers who helped make that happen. 400,000 people across the U.S. worked on the Apollo program. And of course, millions of Americans and people across the world watched those steps happen live. I'm one of those people who was born after the Apollo missions, but we know that my parents, your parents, maybe grandparents, neighbors, relatives, we want to hear your stories. We want to hear what it was like for you, how that influenced you. So we have a website called nasa.gov Apollo Stories, and you can go there and uplink your audio, and then you can check out our interactive map and see what other people were thinking at the same time, maybe your neighbors or friends across the world and across the U.S.
You know, I think the million-dollar question is, does NASA want to go back to the moon? What is the next big step for you all, if you will?
We do want to go back to the moon. We have a plan to go back to the moon in a sustainable way and set up a lunar base and learn to live and work in space. And then when we can do that, when we can learn to use the resources of the moon, when we can learn to live in a reduced gravity situation, have habitats that have recyclable air and water, we can take that technology and we can expand further into the solar system, including going to asteroids and to Mars.
Now, when might you guys try to do this?
So we have a plan in the 2020s to get to the moon and then to take that to Mars in the 2030s. So we are looking forward to that challenge and to be able to put humans on the moon again.
So NASA currently has a mission orbiting the moon. We've been covering it here, the Lunar Reconnaissance. What facts are you all learning from that?
The Lunar Reconnaissance Orbiter is one of our greatest triumphs. We just celebrated its 10th anniversary this week. It was designed to scout out sites for human landings. So we want to learn more about the Apollo landing sites. We flew over those and looked at the footprints and the landing stages, how those human elements interacted with the moon. And then in terms of science, we want to know more about what the moon harbors that we could maybe use for future human exploration. So at the South Pole, we discovered these very dark craters. They're permanently shadowed craters. They're very cold, and they could possibly harbor water ice. Water ice is one of those things that we can use to split up into oxygen and hydrogen. We can breathe that oxygen. We can use that hydrogen for rocket fuel. So it's one of those things that really helps us build a sustainable base on the moon.
Barbara, I would tell you, I envy your job. It is so cool, everything that you guys are learning and doing. Thank you so much for talking to us in Denver this morning.
Thanks for having me, and don't forget to share your stories at nasa.gov Apollo Stories.
Absolutely. Have a good day.
Thank you.